Hello grade level chairs, this is Martha. Hope you're doing well. We are finally complete with our performance series testing and all of the makeups for absent students and students we missed out on. And so it is now time for us to mail those reports out to our parents. If you remember, before we started testing, we agreed that the reports would be mailed out by grade level, and the grade level chairs would actually split up those rosters and assign teachers to mail out student reports, and that will just help the one teacher from being too overwhelmed with sending all of the reports out. So I decided I would use technology to make this recording so I could show you the steps for how to generate those reports and prepare them for being emailed out to our parents. I know your schedule is very busy, so I did not want to call another meeting to have you sit through this. So this recording you'll have to play over and over again to show you the steps for getting those reports ready to be emailed out. So as you can see, I'm sitting on a Google window, and this is my browser. So first thing we want to do is go to the Performance Series website. That's www.edperformance.com. Okay, log in as staff. Make sure your site ID is set to 89-4823-2463. Put in your staff ID and password. Log in. Once logged in, you want to go to this tab that says Site Admin. On the left, under Site Admin, you want to choose Profile Reports. The testing cycle we just completed was the fall testing cycle, September 9th to October 4th. Go ahead and check that button. Select the subjects that we tested on, which were mathematics, language arts, general science, and reading. Do not check the reading foundation, algebra, and geometry because we did not test on those subjects. At the bottom underneath other options, we can leave those as they are. Yes for district averages, yes for choosing students from a list, and we're going to include a footer in the report. Select next. Now what you'll see come up now is a list of student names, and they're indexed alphabetically. So if you'll notice here, I just have page 1, which is A through HA. Also notice I am only looking at students that are my own students right now. So as you break this list up, we want to be able to select the students that we're able to access their email addresses. So these are my own students that I currently teach. So when I get ready to send their reports out, I'm sending out all the subjects. So I'm going to choose Radesh from this list. Now when we set up the report, we said choose students from a list. Okay, two things we can do here, and this depends on what's on your computers. The computers at school do not have a PDF program that will extract pages from a large PDF file, so it's not recommended that we select multiple students, because if we do, we will generate one huge PDF file from which you'll have to extract the pages, sorry. So my recommendation is to select one student at a time, generate and save his PDF report, and then come back and generate the next student. So I'm going to select Radesh from this list. Just put a check mark by his name. Select next. The type of report that we'll be sending out is called a parent extended report, and it's right here. This report is actually very detailed. It includes a longitudinal progress graph, some guidance on skills they need to work on, in addition to showing their complete score report list. So once you select Parent Extended, either from top or bottom down here, you want to select Next. This screen is just to confirm the options you've chosen. The time frame, again, check to make sure you've selected the fall, the subjects, the 4 that we tested on, and then the Parent Extended report here, and this is selected student Radesh Amin. So I'm going to select Next. Now what's happening is Radesh's report is being generated. It is a PDF file. And what comes up for Radesh is all of his score reports. Let me make this full screen. This is Radesh's language arts report, his math report. As I scroll down here, also his reading report and his science report. Okay, you'll see here where it says grade 8 on his report. Okay, so this is the first one for this year. All right, so that looks pretty good. So I want to save Radesh's report. So as I kind of hover down here on the right of this PDF report, there's a little diskette here. Select that. That's for an option to save. I'm going to make a folder on my desktop here, and I'm going to call that folder Performance Reports. And I do recommend that you make a separate folder for these reports so you don't have them scattered all over the place, and you can actually know where all these are that you need to email out. So this folder is going to be called Performance Reports, and I'm actually going to name each student report that I put into it. And so I've actually given Radesh's report last name, first name. So I'm going to save that. So again, that folder with his report is on my desktop. So let me close out Radesh's report. I'm just going to X out of this PDF file. And notice I'm back inside of the Performance Series program. Now instead of clicking close at this point, if you will click previous, it'll save you a bunch of steps, and click previous again, and click previous the third time, so that's 3 times on the previous key, and it brings you back to the student list. That means we don't have to generate it all over again. So just uncheck Radesh, or uncheck the student name that you have, and select the next student that you're responsible for. So now I have Mallory, and then I'll do the same thing. Once Mallory is selected, I'll say next. And what I want you to see is the options are still chosen. Parent Extended is still left chosen as a type of report. Hit next. All of these report options that we confirmed before are still there, and select next. And again, now Mallory's report is being generated. Okay, again, it's a PDF file. I'm going to go ahead and save it back in that same folder. And the way my computer's working, it actually, since that was the last folder I opened, it comes right back to that folder. So now I'm going to put Mallory's report in. Okay, and save. Okay, so my recommendation is that once you get all of your reports generated, then you are ready to mail them out. So you'll come just to the ELCA website, go into your emails from the ELCA website, and you'll want to attach each one of those reports. So since I'm running this from home, I'm going into my ELCA website here. Okay, once inside of your email, you just want to do a new email here and attach file, and you guys are more than familiar with this. I probably do not have to show you this. And so out of this folder, I'll select Radesh's file, and then go into faculty access. Since you have access to those students that are on your list, look up their email address and send that email out to their parents. My recommendation is to not be long or wordy in what you put in the text for that message. My recommendation is Mr. and Mrs. Amin. Attached, you will find the Performance Series testing report for the fall testing cycle for Radesh. Please let us know if you have any questions. That's it. Be as brief as possible. If they have questions, they will email back. Our recommendation is that if they have a question about English, we're going to refer the question to the English teacher. If they have a question about math, we're going to refer the question to the math teacher. Same thing for science. It goes to the science teacher. Reading will go back to the English teacher. So we'll be personally accountable for our students. So that's pretty much it for generating the report and getting it ready to be emailed out. I will probably be making another recording as we begin to start to get together to generate the reports that help us to drive our instruction, the student strengths and weaknesses from the testing, the improvements they need to make. We need to go ahead and generate those reports, as well as study guides and aids that we can give to our students, so that we can let the results of this testing cycle drive our instruction as we prepare for our last testing cycle, which will happen somewhere in the April-May 2014 time frame. Okay guys, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get those lists split up so we can get our teachers mailing those out. The recommendation is to have those reports mailed out before we leave for the Thanksgiving break. This recording was made on October the 23rd, which gives us 1, 2, 3, about 4 weeks before Thanksgiving. So if we could shoot to maybe have those mailed out, or emailed, I keep saying mail, but emailed out to parents, maybe around the second, no later than the second week in November, that will be great. And if you could let me know by grade level when all of them have been emailed out, that would be wonderful. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for everything you do. You're very hardworking teachers, and you just have no idea how much you appreciate it. Thanks again.